Hi, I am glad you're here. I hope you had a wonderful day or are having a wonderful day. I wanted to do a meditation to help us keep up with our children. So, this is a two-part meditation. We will be using Satanama for the first part and Satnam Waheguru for the second part. So, this will be a 6-minute meditation. First part will be 3 minutes, second part will be 3 minutes. It is a Kundalini yoga meditation, so let's go ahead and tune in, rub your hands together, close your eyes, bring your hands to heart center, inhale, exhale, and we'll tune in with the Adi mantra, Om Namo Gurudev Namo, repeated 3 times. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale deeply and hold. Hold the root lock. Exhale. Hold the root lock. And we'll do that one more time. Go ahead and inhale and hold. Pull the root lock. And exhale. Fully pull the root lock. Okay, perfect. Go ahead and shake your hands and arms out. Okay. So for the first parts, we're going to have Gyan mudra. So pointer finger and thumb are touching, but you're going to curl the other fingers into the palm. So it's going to be, and you don't need to clench them. They just need to be tucked in is all. And so same sitting position. You can sit in a chair, easy pose, full partial lotus, whatever works best for you. Now, our eyes are going to be closed, but we're going to be focusing at the solar center, which is the top of the head, is where we're going to be focusing. And we're going to be projecting outward. So when you inhale, you're going to project again from the solar top of the head, solar center, top of the head. You're going to project out Sata. And then when you exhale, you're going to project Nama. So it's projection from the solar center, top of the head. Inhale, Sata, exhale, Nama. The first time I did this meditation, it's weird to project as I inhale for me. So when I first started, instead of worrying about projection, I just set the intention of projection and then just focused on Sata on the inhale, Nama on the exhale. Setting the intention does help. So it takes some of the stress off as you're working through any part of a meditation that's confusing. At least that's how I process through it. Get my own rhythm, find my own pace, and then once I've got the mantra down, I've got my focus down, then I can bring my full attention to the projection or the breath work or whatever other part of it that I found confusing. So just wanted to throw that out there in case the inhale and projection out was confusing for you as well, like it was when I first started. I just wanted to offer that as a possible substitution. Okay, so pull up 3 minutes. Okay, so go ahead and close your eyes, focus at the solar center, top of the head. Remember, Gyan mudra, so pointer finger and thumb are pressed together, and then curl the fingers in. Have them resting on your knees. Inhale, focus at the solar center, top of the head, and project out Sata on the inhale, and Nama on the exhale. So this is largely silent. I'll do the first couple as a reminder. So inhale, solar center, top of the head, project out Sata. Exhale, Nama from the solar center, top of the head. Inhale, Sata, projecting out Sata. Exhale, Nama. And find your own rhythm, find your own pace. Okay, if you have noise going on around you, just bring yourself back to the meditation. Inhale, Sata, projecting out from the solar center. Nama, projecting out from the solar center. Last 30 seconds. Okay, last round. Inhale, Sata, projected from the solar center. Nama, exhale through the solar center. Okay, perfect. Now, the second part of this, you're going to lift your chin up. You're going to want it back, not too far back that it strains the neck. Please don't hurt yourself. If you can only lift it up a little bit, that's perfectly fine. Wherever you're at, you just want to bring the chin up. You don't need to drop your head back. You just need to have your chin lifted because we're stretching out the throat. And you really want to make sure that your posture is upright here. So if you catch yourself like rounding, bring your shoulders back, straighten your spine, and then slowly lift your chin. It could be that you're bringing your chin too far back. It doesn't have to go all the way back. You just need your chin lifted. You want to open the throat because we will be chanting in a monotone on this one. Now this mantra is Satnam Wahe Guru. It's 7 total. First 6 are Satnam. Our 7th one is Wahe Guru. So Satnam, 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 Wahe Guru. It does sound funny when you're repeating it in monotone. This is actually the same mantra we use for shock and trauma, and it is incredibly helpful after a big life change. If you've been through like a really bad storm, something catastrophic, this is the mantra we use to help find a centered space within. So you want to keep the same mudra. So Gyan, right? Pointer finger, thumb together, curl those remaining fingers in. Again, doesn't need to be clenched, they're just curled in. Okay, so lift the chin. Let me pull up the 3 minutes. Not used to having to do that. Okay. And then we will recite out loud. So Satnam, 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 Wahe Guru. Satnam, 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 Wahe Guru. Eyes are closed. My apologies, I forgot to clarify that. And I am keeping the focus on the solar center at the top of the head. Please feel free to focus on the third eye, the moon center just below the bottom lip, or your heart if that feels more appropriate on this part. Satnam, 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 Wahe Guru. Satnam, 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 Wahe Guru. Please keep your posture straight. Again, don't feel you have to bring your chin all the way back. If that's creating strain, lower your head a little bit. Keep your shoulders relaxed. Satnam, 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 Wahe Guru. 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 Please remember to bring your chin down anytime you need to. The tension is building. Please allow yourself to release that and just visualize your chin still being back. That is still just as effective. Satnam, 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 Wahe Guru. Okay, last 30 seconds. Satnam, 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 Wahe Guru. 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 Last round. Satnam, 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 Wahe Guru. Okay, perfect. Bring your chin back down. Inhale deeply and hold. And exhale. Go ahead and bring your hands into your lap. Or you can leave them on your knees. If that's more comfortable, that's fine too. Inhale and exhale normally. Okay, with the eyes still closed, bring your palms together, rub them briskly for a moment. Bring your hands to heart center. We'll tune out with one long Satnam. Inhale to begin. Satnam. Satnam. So with the Satnam, um, when we say Satnam 6 times, followed by Waheguru being used in shocking situations or trauma, depending on where your kids are at age-wise, the reason I bring that up is because when they're infants and toddlers, you're not getting a lot of sleep. It's pretty traumatic on your body, right? You're having to do a lot of stuff with very little as far as sleep, and maybe you're stressed out with work. There can be a lot of shocks that are going into that. So I just wanted to touch on that a little bit more, just as far as sleep deprivation is a big deal, right? I know that societally we kind of dismiss it as just, oh well, it's just part of being a parent. Yes, it is. That is true. However, it still is impactful. You're still very aware of um, all that encompasses: being exhausted at work, being exhausted driving, being exhausted interacting with your kids, and if you have more than one, it starts to accrue, right? Your energy levels are not infinite like that, especially when you're sleep deprived. So just wanted to touch on that. It wasn't meant to be anything other than a correlation as far as your body is concerned. That is still a shock. Sleep deprivation is still a shock and a traumatic experience for the body, right? And the mind, because you're having to keep going even though you're lacking sleep, or your stress levels are rising, that type of thing. So it can be very traumatic. And so I just wanted to speak to that a little bit more, just to clarify that that's what that was meant to be. So I hope you found this meditation helpful. Other than that, I hope you have a great rest of your day, or you had a wonderful day, and I will see you soon.